Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Institute of Logic. After a long break, I am once again here to show you some excited project of Python. As you can see, there are a number of projects that I am working on. So let me quickly show you a very nice and powerful project which is patient. So let me click. Whenever you execute your py file, then the patient.db file is automatically generated because we are using SQLite3. So let me show you how the project look like. So open terminal and here just type Streamlit run app.py and hit enter. It automatically launch your project in your browser, your default browser. So here, as you can see, this is the sidebar and these are all the functions: add record, update record, search record, delete record, show all record, add appointment, show all appointments. Here we are using two tables, one for appointment and the other one for patient record, and these two tables are related because SQLite3 is a relational database management system. Okay, so let me show you how to add a record. First of all, let's add a record. So I'm adding Ali Khan, ages for example 20, contact number is 012345667, email is ali@gmail.com, address ABC, and add, as you can see, patient record inserted successfully. Now let me check that the record is inserted or not. So show all record option. Let's click on it and you can see Ali Khan is inserted here, and there are some other records that I had inserted. Okay, the next option is update record. So here you can see that here is two options. You can increase the number of options to search a patient, but as you know, ID and the contact are unique. You can use the NIC number instead, depending upon on your project. So let me use the ID, and here the ID I give 4 and hit enter. So the Ali Khan, which is ID number 4, excuse me for that, I will correct it and it will show just integer, not floating value. And here is the Ali Khan, here is its age, contact number, email, and address. Ali Khan, Khan for example, and its age is 21. So let's update. As you can see, here is just 21, not updated yet. When we click the update, so the patient record updates successfully and you are seeing Ali Khan and its age is changed from 20 to 21. Okay, now let's select the third option from our sidebar, search record. You can search a record from ID, from contact, and you also inserted other options if necessary. So for example, let me search record number 3, for example. So it show patient ID 3, name Tariq, and ages. Let me search a patient with a phone number. So contact, and here I just 3, I think I inserted. No, it will not accept it. 03. Okay, so as you can see here, the patient ID 2 and the patient ID 3 have same contact, but we can modify this. We edit this coding and we restrict for duplicate entry. Now let's delete a record. For example, for patient ID, we just delete a record from its ID. Let's delete it. Patient record delete successfully. Let's show all records and you can see that the ID number 4 is deleted. Okay. Now let me add appointment. So patient appointment for which patient? Because this is the foreign and the primary key relation. So the patient ID is 1. For example, I want to change the record the patient ID to, and I just change doctor name to Pascal, for example, and note. So let add some notes. For example, edit and add appointment. Appointment record inserted successfully. Now let's show our records, and here you can see that the patient ID, and this is the patient ID 2, and we change its doctor name to Basgul, and the note is edited. Okay, so that's all, and it is a complete production ready CRUD operation system using Python, Streamlit, Pandas. Let me show you its coding. Okay, so this is the code that we are using. First library SQLit3, second library as we use Streamlit, third library Pandas, and one other library date and time. So here you can see that the beauty of Python is that you have access to a number of free libraries. You just import and you are free to use its functions. If you are reached to this video, so you probably know about the functional programming style, which is very easy. Our code is organized very beautifully. Functional programming style is very helpful. So as you can see, create connection. First of all, we need to create a connection to our database. So this function is used to create connection to database. This function is used to create patient table, and this function is used to create patient appointment table. Okay, this function insert records, so it is used to add a patient record. This function is used to add an appointment record. This function is used to update patient records. Okay, after that, this function search patient record, used to search a patient. And as I told you that you can search a patient with different category depending upon your need and your project. Here you can see if patient options is equal to ID, we can search with ID. LF patient option is equal to contact, and here you add some other required searching options. This function is used to delete record from a patient table, and this is used to show all records and show all appointments record as I had show you. And this is the main function. So the main logic is start from here. Our entry point is here. First of all, if name is equal to main, the first line of code that will execute it is from this statement. So main is our starting point, and after that let's look to our main function. This is our main function. The first statement you are seeing here is db is equal to create connection. So the first function is called create connection, and here is the create connection function. As you can see here, this is the create connection function. With the help of this function, we established a connection to our database, and patient.db will be created automatically. The next statement in main function is create patient table. This is another function which is used to create a table. Here we pass the argument that is returned from the create connection function. Here you can see that create connection function return this db variable which contain the patient.db file, and after that this db variable which contain the db file, which contain the .db file, is passed as an argument to create patient table. And here is the create patient table. As you can see, it take an argument, it is db. You can name it as you want, but I used same name, so this is the db. After that we make our cursor object, which is that file dot cursor, and with the help of this cursor we execute our queries. Here you can see create patient table query, and in the query we queried that create table if not exist. If you not use not exist, so probably it may give you error if you execute your code again and again. So therefore must used if not exist. So the patient table is created, the id which is integer, primary key, auto increment, name which is text, and it is not null. It's mean that it should be filled by the user. Age integer, contact number text, email text, address text, and here we added the date, and which is also automatically inserted in our table. Similarly, when we call the create appointment table, which is the third statement in our main file, in our main function, as you can see, create appointment table. Similarly, the appointment table is created with the help of this function. After that we used the Streamlit functions. Here you can see, let me open it side by side. So first of all, options st.sidebar.radio, these all are the radios, and select an option. This is the select an option. As you can see here, the first argument of the radio function, and the next argument is a tuple. As you can see, here is a complete tuple we used. Here you can use a list instead, and here add record, update record. This is the add record, this is the update record. As you can see, this is the search record, delete record, and all other options that are shown on the sidebar. Now we check the user selection. So if option is equal to add record, if the user select this add record option, so st.sidebar, st.header, sorry, so this is the header, and here we print add patient record, as you can see here. After that we took the name from the user with the help of this text input function, which is the Streamlit function. Similarly, if we want to take the number input, so Streamlit have number input, as you can see, and the value is by default. You can check the Streamlit documentation, and here is the contact, email, and address. When a user select add record and the user entered these required inputs, then after I insert in button, if st.button add, here is the st.button add. As you can see, this is the add button. If it is clicked, the insert patient record function is called, and its parameter, the first parameter here is the db, and the other parameters are inputs that we are took from user, and the patient record function is called. Here is the patient record, insert patient record. As you can see here is the insert patient record, insert patient record. This is the insert patient record. And as you can see, here is the argument that we are passed. I name it same because here I use the query that is used to insert these information into our table. Here you can see that patients insert into patients is our table name. These are the argument and the values that are provided by the user. So cursor.execute, here we execute this cursor object to insert into our table. After that, we must use db.commit to save changes, and after that we display a message to user that the patient record inserted successfully. Okay. Now, if the user select update record, as you can see, here is the update record, st.header, update patient record, and update function will be called. This is the update function, update patient record, as you can see, and here is the select box. Here we give two options. You can give as many options as you want. So here is the ID and the contact. If we want to update a patient from its ID or from its contact, so here is the ID and here is the contact. After that, in main update record, after that search record, as I explained earlier. So this is also, we give here two options also, ID and contact, and with the base of these parameters we can update a patient, we can update a patient record. Similarly, option is equal to if delete, so we can use delete, and this is the delete record. And within these function which call, within these function we execute our queries to interact with our database. This is the update function. As you can see, just we select a query according to the ID or contact to select an patient, and execute select query patient ID, patient is equal to cursor.fetch one. We first of all grab a one record of that patient. Search option is equal to contact. If search option is equal to contact, so we grab the records according to that contact and fetch one. If not patient, if there is no patient, it's give us a warning message, patient not found, and return. Otherwise it show a subheading and update patient record, and here you can update it your record accordingly. And if the button is pressed update, so the query is executed, and here you can see update query, and this is the update patient table. Set name is equal to that, age, contact number, email address, where ID is equal to which ID is selected by a user. So this is our patient record, and this is the delete patient record. As you can see in the main, when a user select an option to delete record, here we pass two parameters, delete function record. First one is db, the other one is patient ID. Okay, whenever it is called, it's passed to parameter, and here is the delete patient record. So the first one is db patient ID, and we execute the query and our patient record will be deleted. Similarly, show all, it is very simple. We just send it an parameter db and select select from patient. It's mean everything is selected, and cursor dot execute select query. This is the query and the record that we are fetch in records. So fetch all and fetch one. When fetch one, it's mean that only one record is grabbed, but if we use fetch all, it's mean that all the records grabbed and stored in this records. And after that we convert this record into a pandas data frame. So here this is the record, and the pd first parameter is the record, and the other is the column name that you can give as it is as your database, and st.table.df, so it display the data frame, else it give you an warning. Similarly, show all appointments, so static from appointments, and all the logic is similar to show all record or delete a record. So this is just a simple introduction. If you are interested in such type of database, please comment me. I will start a playlist in which I teach you step by step how to work and how to make such type of databases, complete CRUD operations, and also user interface, which is very easy. You can make it from yourself, from your business, and for your clients. Once again, thanks. As you like my previous video, if you are interested in such projects, so please subscribe the channel and let me know in the comment box. I will start a new playlist. If you are interested to make such type of database management system, so let me know in the comment box and we will start a playlist to teach you step by step. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.